How are you? I'm grateful that there's air in my lungs and I'm not, needing help to breathe. Thank God. And I'm fine. My peace is full. I had a beautiful breakfast. I had some cheese with some eggs, some pancakes. Yeah, even though I still have like a slight headache. But you know what? It's a beautiful day. Plus, it's raining outside. Well, who loves the drizzle? Well, and again, I think you really want to appreciate the season. So you love it when it rains. But then you hate it because the potholes get, filled up to the brim. You can't quite see it when it's rainy. And then you're driving. Now you have your car to worry about. And maybe it even needs some repairs. And then, for heaven's sake, when will the government do it? And all of those types of concerns come your way. But you know what? Let's worry about what's there to be worried. Let's worry about what's necessary. We can't have all the problems on one plate. We'll take them one at a time. And maybe sometimes, like I'm doing this morning, leave the problems behind and be grateful for something that's not problematic. Like, you're fine, you have legs. Look, I had a very interesting pain, on my hip 2 years ago, 1 year ago. Yeah. And suddenly I thought I appreciated legs in a very new way. I realized I couldn't walk except I had a cane. I couldn't walk very well. And when I see people just breeze past me or run or jog or just walk past me, I would look at them as though you have no idea. I would look at them as though they had no understanding of the miracle it is to have two legs. And sometimes we've had the miracle around so long and we're not necessarily counting it anymore as a work of miracle. We're not necessarily seeing it as that because, well, yeah, something you expect. You give birth to a child, they have two eyes. Well, that's expected. They can hear, they can smile, they're not deformed. Well, that's expected. Miracles. Maybe you need to sit back and see whether you can count all the miracles, all the blessings, and be grateful for that. And you see this problem? It's not necessarily for you alone. So you take your own share one day at a time. And if you don't feel like it today, well, honey, you don't feel like it. Let it lay somewhere, then you get up, pick your life up, say your prayer, be hopeful, eat something nice, sleep, rest, and think about nothing. There's an art to doing nothing sometimes. Just rest, relax your mind. Don't carry the world on your shoulder. Your shoulder isn't built for the world or for the weight of the world. Be grateful for everything. Is it air conditioner turned off? Off? Please turn it on. Look, life's for the living. Because, well, so basically what that means is it's something my mother would say whenever she wanted an extra something. She would say something like, the dead can praise God. Please turn on the air conditioner. So I like cold rooms. My colleagues seem to have a little problem with that. They think it's too cold sometimes. Okay, it is Confessions Thursday. First, and then after that, we go into Lords of Logic. Wait. This studio is not cool as it normally would be, so I'm feeling hot, and I don't like heat. Confessions Thursday, my friends. Welcome if you have just tuned into radio. My name is Joyce. Someone sent me a message saying, Joyce, foreign women have more understanding than the local ones. So first of all, let's adjust the grammar. Yesterday I had a moment, and by the way, this is even on Twitter. Thank you very much, Callie Joe on Twitter. Can we quickly adjust to that? So first of all, let me tell you to something that my mind went to while I was, pressing my phone, or I'm always thinking, so my mind is always going places. So yesterday, I thought that I had maybe the presence of mind to thoroughly understand how language makes a thing sound less powerful, less beautiful, less inferior. In fact, language is what we use to create the world. Language, what we say. So perfect example, I don't want to go into too much detail as to what my yesterday was like and how my mind was able to pretty much frame the image in my mind. Let's use this example on Twitter right now, my friends. Someone on Twitter, Callie Joe on Twitter says, foreign women have more understanding than the local ones. All right? If you remember yesterday on the show, we spoke about quite a number of things. But then one specifically at the later hour was a Nigerian man, a young man, who went overseas and pretty much took up domestic responsibility. Yeah? And he would appear to have done it with all of his heart until the day he felt you know what, I'm tired today. When the white girl comes back, she's going to cook. The white girl came back, asked for food, no food, and she throws him out of her house. Yeah? Okay. And that was what we had a conversation about. I guess some people actually have the opinion that they prefer white women because black women are, in this case, black women are less understanding. I'm due for a break in a minute. First of all, you cannot say local ones. You cannot use that type of a language for women who say are in Nigeria. We're black women. We're not local women. We're black women. We're educated. We have hands, legs, as do the white girls or the white women. They're not superior to us. They do not have an edge when it comes to comprehension or understanding. We'll be right back.
More talk, news, and sports after this.
But you're not conscious of it, so you still do it regardless of the fact that it doesn't serve the outlook, your outlook of the world, and worse, it doesn't help create the type of world that you envy. Yeah? So language, the way we say something, the way we call something, either gives it life and enlarges it, or it gives it death and it shrinks it. So if you say something like the foreign women has more understanding than the local ones, so there it would appear that you have not necessarily studied human behavior. So I mean, thank God today is even Lords of Logic, so it certainly allows me kind of touch on this for a minute. And I think I would like for you to think about it. Hopefully, when we have an opportunity to have a conversation on it, then we can thoroughly lacerate it. Language. When you say foreign, sometimes given the local connotation of what we know to be foreign, already there is a bias towards anything that comes from outside, inside. If it's I love Italian furniture. If you tell me furniture, my mind goes to Spain or Italy first. Now I'm getting, people are showing me pictures of furniture out of Italy, and then someone sent me furniture out of I think it was Germany. So if you tell me furniture, my mind is, I've crossed the airport once you just say furniture, you know, because there is a bias. Hopefully someone would have to do something locally that is equally as good and of great quality for me to maybe readjust my mind. You get it? So when you say something is foreign, there's already like a bias that we have nursed through time. Yeah, we have for the longest time maybe through deliberate effort or say perfunctorily, we have not giving value to that which is made locally or that which is local. So there is an innate, say, tendency to look down on it and, for example, call it local and then say foreign. And maybe sometimes what that also means is that the foreign is superior to that's local. So when you use the word local to describe a Nigerian woman in this context, for example, automatically in the language you have submerged her beneath something that, quote unquote, might appear to be superior to her. And that's just language. And you don't even mean to be harmful. It's just the structure and the language already has assigned positioning to the Nigerian woman and to the white woman. Language, just one sentence, you have broken down someone and put them in a box already. Okay, so in order for us to adjust that, you have to first understand that there is a study to be comprehended when it comes to human behavior. Human behavior, I mean, it's a broad thing, but I just want to highlight something. Some people are easily agreeable, some are not. Some people you have to convince, they need a little bit of clarity to accept something. Some people do not easily accept. Now, according to what psychologists and sociologists have been able to document, they suggest that to a large degree, women are agreeable. Not Nigerian women, not Bayelsa women, not Cross River women, not Igbo women, that by disposition, women are largely agreeable. Men tend to be a little bit more argumentative, confrontational, blah, 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 based on culture and nurture. Yeah? Okay. But then sometimes you meet some women and they're not necessarily agreeable. They're not, you don't easily convince them, and they're not pushovers. They're not going to have you throw something in their face and then they run with it. If you tell them jump, they're going to sit down and wait for you to pretty much follow that up, like they are that daring. Yeah? And then some men are not necessarily confrontational or adversarial. They're peaceful, they're quiet, they don't want a challenge, particularly if it's not necessary, if they can avoid a problem. It doesn't make them less a man. And the fact that, according to psychologists or sociological studies, because they're not, or because they're agreeable people, doesn't mean that they are less human. So there's something to be learned about human behavior, dispositions, culture, and enculturing. Yeah? So that until we understand that, we can't even create like a better mental image, well, that we want to see. I think it is particularly condescending for someone to say something like, foreign women are more understanding. No, foreign women are not more understanding, because first of all, by observation, it would appear as though the phrase suggests that the reason the Nigerian woman is not so understanding is because she went to Ile-Ife. What school did you go? What school did you attend? Covenant University. So the reason you're not so understanding is because you're a local breed. You went to Covenant. Yeah? And if I was a foreign woman, the reason I am more understanding is because I went to Harvard. Like, it's stupid. Like, it doesn't. So, I meant something like that. Or maybe like my environment is, no. If you've been to Europe before, the way the society, particularly the ones that I like, the way the society is fashioned, it's fashioned to be mellow. Some societies are conservatives. The Americans are liberals, but you go to some societies, they're conservatives. A good example, I went for coffee in the morning. I think it was either Milan or Florence. And a guy came in a Vespa. A Vespa is like bikes that Aba women use that year. Yeah, like it's not even like sports bike, not that fancy stuff. Vespa, It's like the bikes Aba women use that year. Okay. And then he comes into the coffee shop. He sees me sitting by myself. And then he says, oh, can I join you? And then he sits down and we start talking. And he says, where are you from? And I say, I'm Nigerian. He's like, oh, wow. Oh, I know this about Nigeria. I know this about Nigeria. And then he starts to ask me places I have been. I think it was Florence. You know, he asked me whether I'd been here, if I'd like to see that, see this. So while we were talking, let me tell you my observation. He wore a 3/4. He wore shorts and it was 3/4, and he wore a shirt and he just threw the shirt over and had a pen in the breast pocket of the shirt. Drove a Vespa. Okay. How did I know the guy was rich? The pen and the wristwatch. Nothing else on the guy looked like. He looked like someone who left his shop where he was selling biscuits and sweets and coffee. It was the pen. Because the Mont Blanc pen has some of them have like a diamond in them. His had a diamond in it, and it was in his breast pocket. And then the watch. Finished. He wore slippers. He wore slip. The guy, maybe he was washing in his backyard. He just strolled out of some backyard and just came out to have coffee. And then you realize that they're not showy people. They're conservatives. They're not showy people. They don't think that for you to rate them or scale them, their money has to be sitting on their neck or they have to be driving it. Or he drove a Vespa. I can't remember. Well, maybe I think some Nigerians will do it. But if they have to, I think what we are known for is if we have it, even the dead should see it. Because if you can't see it, then it's as though we don't have it. That's the Nigerian thing. We're showy people. We like to be seen. But some people are not like that. They don't care to be seen. They don't want you to see them. If they can, they want to be like the next guy on the street. So maybe it's even that mentality that has allowed them build a society where the rich guy can take the train and the poor guy can take the train. The rich man can walk on the road and the poor guy can walk on the road. You go to Dubai. The poor men and the rich men are in the same place. But it's that I think as Nigerians, we need to start to, and maybe I actually think it's a thing of information. So that the way we say something, look, if you called your dog beautiful, all of a sudden, all your neighbors would think your dog was beautiful because that's exactly what you call it. And if you called your child intelligent, and if before you know it, all the kids at school will think he was maybe that intelligent. After all, that's what he's called. So that language plays a fundamental role in creating the sketch of the frame of your perception, what you say. So that maybe that is the best reference to how creation came about. That it was thought and then it was said. So that you have to check what you say. And for what you say to not just be dead on arrival, instead should have life, should have meaning, and should have the power to bring out something that looks like creation or beauty or something great, is that you must first inform your mind so that when you speak, your information or your words are as powerful as the image in your head. And maybe if the image in your head are reflected in your words, then what you create with your words are equally as powerful. So basically, it's a flowing river. A great man will create great stuff. A great woman will create great things. A weak woman is just really what it is. So please, I think it's necessary that we check that you look at a thing and you program your mind. I mean, it's a different thing if you're telling the truth. If something is stupid and you say, oh no, that's stupid, but not necessarily out of malice. No, not malice. You're pointing something out, something that you're given an opportunity to correct itself. No, that's not a conversation. It's the way we frame our narrative as a people. It's just the same way I wouldn't tolerate anybody say to me, you know, Nigerians are known to be thieves. That's a very, very uninformed statement. Like, you know, Nigerians are known for 419. I wouldn't have anybody say that to me. I'm Nigerian, proudly so. Do I like what's happening in my country? No. Do I like the politics? No. Do I like the deaths? No. Do I like the currency? No. Do I? No, no, no. But would I have somebody on the basis of those things talk down on me as a Nigerian? No. Because even though I don't like all of those things about Nigeria, the moment I individualize myself as a Nigerian, I automatically want to be seen on the same standard as the highest Israeli person. Actually, the least Israeli thinks he's better than a Palestinian, something like that. Yeah? The moment I individualize myself, the moment I hold myself in a picture and I'm speaking to someone, that person must equally hold me in the highest regard as they would do their president. So all of a sudden, I'm making sure I'm not the Nigerian who's the 419. I'm making sure I'm not the Nigerian who's a thief. I'm making sure I'm not the Nigerian who they think is uneducated. I'm making sure I'm not the Nigerian that they're thinking about. But I don't necessarily fancy the Nigerian like that. Even me as a Nigerian, you get it. But automatically, the moment you speak to me and you say, where are you from? I say, I'm Joyce Onyemuwa. I'm Nigerian. And then you're going to start thinking, all those people that steal money. And I'm there to prove every notion that you have wrong. So imagine if I allowed the person say, oh, well, so you're from that country where they steal. You're probably not even any better. And I just keep quiet. Or maybe I tend to agree with him because, after all, he's not wrong. Hey, it's that, or maybe I do something about not allowing someone else's notion prevail, particularly if it's false, if it's uneducated, and if I'm better than his ideas, then I don't allow his ideas prevail. That's what it means to take responsibility for myself. And maybe if we all did that, the society that we seek is really everybody being a responsible person, and then when we meet on the streets, we create a society where everybody can live in. So the Nigerian woman is not inferior to the foreign woman. You see, that statement is not just uneducated. First of all, it is uneducated. Second, it is stupid. It is very stupid. It is very, very, very stupid. Because what you do is you undermine even yourself as the male amongst Nigerian women. You also do that. You also do that because you don't suppose that if your women are of no value and they gave birth to you, that you are of any value. Come on now, it's just basic math. If the women have no value, the men are not. They're not even as good as whatever is left of the value system, because it's what's there that births what's to come. I'm here, so what will be in the tomorrow is what I will bring forth. And I'm not trying to be disrespectful. It's just the truth. You cannot say that. You can't say that. And it's funny because I also think that that's maybe how some people perceive reality if it's a foreign woman. So women are generally agreeable. Some Nigerian women might not be agreeable. The same way some white women will not be agreeable. Some Nigerian women are patient. Some foreign women are patient. Some Nigerian women are kind. Some foreign women are kind. The devil is not time zone constrained. He's on every time zone, on every planet, in every tongue, in every tribe. So to not even know that that's even the formula. Yeah, but the way a society is conditioned can even help a person's temperament. So they say, for example, Nigerians are crazy. Well, maybe it's because the society in itself is crazy. If they move the people, if they move some Nigerians, not everybody, some Nigerians to a different environment, they could become temperate. The temperance could change. They could become more, I don't know whether that's even true, because I've been to Ghana, and Ghanaians think Nigerians are loud. Oh, yeah, they think you guys are noisemakers. But yeah, that's why I think some Nigerians, some. So I think we would have to have a conversation around that to see how language structures society, just what you say. And life maybe begins from what you say and how you say it. because the moment you say it, you're stacking up the mental reality in your head. And what's in your head is what you act out. If you thought I was inferior to a white woman, you would dare treat me inferior to a white woman. So if there was a black woman in the house, in the room, and there was a white woman, you'll give the white woman more attention and then tend to probably disregard the black woman. Yeah. You would do that. I went for a meeting somewhere. I was talking to a white guy, and a northerner came by. I think I don't know if he was an Alaji, but he's a northerner. Looked like he was in his 50-something years old. And he shook the white man. And I greeted him as someone who's older, and I extended my hand to say good afternoon. And he touched the tip of my finger. So I think, first of all, culturally, I think some men don't shake women. I think I figured it out a few years later. I didn't even understand what it was he did. I didn't understand it. He kind of, and he didn't look me in the eye. So he was talking to the white guy, and because my hand was right in the middle of all three of us, so it was maybe I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I made him feel uncomfortable. He just, like he just touched the tip of my finger, like, you're a woman, we don't shake you. I don't know what was on his mind, but that was what happened. But then that was a man, so maybe man to man they shake, but they don't shake women. Maybe, I don't know what happened, because it just became conversation from there. But I just noticed that was weird, wasn't it? So Nigerian women are not inferior, basically put, and the proof is everywhere. Heaven. The proof is everywhere. So please do not say your sisters are inferior, your friends are inferior, your mother is inferior. It's like, if you even think like that, you're probably in school, man. You probably also think the white guy is inferior to you. Not. Off on a break. We'll be right back. To 9.3 Nigeria Info on Loads of Logic today, which would happen after Confessions Thursday. The question is, what is responsibility? What is responsibility? Quite simplistic, isn't it? We're going to talk about that when it's time for Loads of Logic. But for now, it is Confessions Thursday. You don't say your name. You don't say your name. You don't say your name. I like that part. 47 minutes past 12 on 99.3 Nigeria Info. You don't say your name, and you can tell us something that is bothering you, something you're dealing with, shame, pain, sadness, regret, something from your past. Yeah, particularly if you regret it, something that you did that you look back on and then you regret. Something that you hope you didn't do but did nonetheless. Something you didn't know was wrong but did it anyhow. And maybe it's something that maybe brings you shame, but it could have also been something that has made you better. It's Confessions Thursday, and when you call in, you do not say your name, and the secrets can begin. 0700 993 993 993 and 014657190. Welcome to Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. How are you, my friend? We're happy to have you here. Good afternoon to you. Can you hear us? No? Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you on Nigeria Info. Please do not say your name. It's Confessions Thursday.
Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, I just want to appreciate you. So far, you have elaborated all your experience was so much, and I'm so happy about what you have said so far. That is about who has tweeted on your Twitter about bringing down a woman or something like that.
Oh, yeah.
You've explained so much. that you have exhausted all the time you're supposed to discuss with us. Anyway, I believe you would have. Today, I know that you used to take.
Do you have a confession?
Coffee.
I used to take coffee.
You used to take coffee. My confession goes to you like this. It's like today you have added tramadol in your.
What's tramadol? That's a. Is that
in your coffee? You have explained so deeply that you would have forgotten what you're supposed to discuss today.
Why do you think I've forgotten? Do you suppose I have forgotten? Are you telling me? Are you asking me?
That is, we have gone so far.
No, hold on a second. Believe me, it's my show. I'm allowed to do with it what I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I know I haven't forgotten what I wanted to say. I told you what I wanted to discuss. If you have a confession, you bring it forth. If you don't, I'd like to say thank you.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for calling. What did he say? I did tramadol. Tramadol, is that not what they smoke or inhale? Tramadol. That's a drug, yeah. The one people abuse. So he thinks I'm crazy. You're sorry? Did he suggest that I was crazy? I'm leaving you guys. I'll leave you in this Nigeria and go somewhere. Where am I going to go? I'll leave you. It's like you like what's following you. You like this thing that's worrying you. I'm leaving you. 99.3 Nigeria info. Someone actually said that.
Joyce, good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon.
Please, comrade, George. Sorry, forgive that man for me. I want to say something concerning what you just explained to us concerning some people downgrading women. Can I go 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
Thank you. When I was working in a company, they used to bring all these Chinese and everybody. Some of my people, they call them master. I go to ask them, say, is it master of ceremony or master degree holder? A person when they just speak from road 7, can you come Nigeria and call the master? Well, where I'm working, I'm a one-man riot squad. I can wear slippers, go to America and meet Trump. Nothing concerns me. So when my uncle wanted to send money for me to come to America every day before Korea, I said, send that money. Let me buy more machines so that I can be able to employ more Nigeria. So I'm not saying okay. Are you listening to me?
Yeah, we're
listening. Are you listening to me?
Yes, we're listening.
Thank you.
Thank
now,
you.
Now, I want to confess.
Uh-oh. Okay, go ahead. 30 seconds. When
I was small, I used to steal meat from my mama pot. I used to steal meat.
Bless your heart.
They used to give me my own meat, but in the night, I will still stealing meat. My mother will be asking, say, this person, when they steal this meat, you will continue stealing meat, and I do not confess.
Oh, wow.
Sister, do you know that anytime when my wife gives me food, after eating my wife's food, I will still go to her pot and continue eating stealing meat.
Even up till now?
Even up till now. So when he knows I go pot to go steal meat, he will not bring something like 4 meat or chicken. The way I go steal after we eat finish.
Well, that's sad.
So the thing is disturbing me whether you will help me because any man or anyone when he said this thing where our parents they cause no the work. If they work well, I have been stealing meat since small till now.
Okay. Wow. Okay. All right.
I don't know how you go take help me.
The Lord is your shepherd. Pray about it.
Okay, make I pray.
Yeah.
Because last 1 month I confessed about how when I was there when somebody was raping me. I will ask you, say, why didn't that girl come out his own clothes? You say you don't know. I kind of wonder whether you are not a woman. Why you go tell me, say you don't know?
Heaven, what's my business with you?
I mean, when I was 10, I go come out my own clothes. The girl don't come out her own clothes. And I ask you, so why you not come out? You say you don't know.
How am I supposed to know? I didn't rape you.
No, not to say you raped me. Why didn't she come out her own clothes? And only me go come out my own clothes.
Look,
you rape me now.
Predators have a different mentality. We need to examine her. We need to ask her why she even raped you to begin with. But it doesn't even appear that you're offended that you were raped. You're offended that she didn't take off her clothes. You also probably need to see a doctor as well.
I enjoy that she not come out her own clothes. I'm going to ask you, so why?
Okay. Thank you very much for calling. Look, it's always good to have you around here. Thank you very much for calling. Next caller, please. Hello, the sunny side. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Welcome. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Not really, but I actually want to call. I actually want just to call with respect to your opening statement. today.
It's actually a confessions hour, and I think I'd like to stay on track.
You spoke about men demeaning women and all of that.
I spoke about the language. Did you miss that part?
Language demeans.
Okay.
I want to believe. Yeah, so I think it's one of two things. I think maybe you don't like men, or your opening statement.
Wait. Hold on. Wait. Do you really think I don't like men? Because I'm not trying to fix it. Is that what you want to believe? You can have it.
So
it's
I
fine.
don't think you don't like men, but I think
Okay.
your opening statement today was quite hypocritical.
You think it was hypocritical? All right, it's okay.
Yes.
You can keep it. You can have it. I don't have a problem with that. If you think
No.
you can go. At this point, I'm even happy that you're even thinking at all. So if you think and you arrive somewhere around the bend, fine. Off on a break. We'll be right back. .3 Nigeria Info. You're on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. It's 4 more minutes before touchdown 1 p.m. to bring you lost to the headlines. On the sunny side, Confessions Thursday. So to the last caller, I'm not sure whether you're trying to be modest with your opinion of me. I don't have a problem with what you think of me. I'm glad that you even, at least you're thinking. For the longest time, I've had a challenge with trying to get people to thoroughly consider something so that you would even think about that. I'm happy with that. Just think. It's okay. What I am is not confusing to me. What you think of me is not my problem. It's yours. I'm not going to steward your thinking or what you think. I do appreciate the fact that you would engage in thinking. So please do a good job at it. That's even the whole point. Not that you just think, but that you do a good job at it. Yeah. Thanks to my digital guy, Dikbo, he's just sent me some clarity. Tramadol is an over-the-counter drug used as a psychoactive substance. So apparently, that's a psychotropic drug. I get it now. No, I don't do drugs, hardly even do medication. So I guess he was trying to compliment me. We'll take it. Confessions Thursday. Call me if you have a confession on the sunny side. Good afternoon to you. Turn off your radio. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon.
Welcome. What's your name? Oh, no, sorry. I do apologize. Please don't say your name.
Right. Today I want to confess. I'm Comrade Ikechukwu. He's my partner in crime.
You still meet too? This is sad.
Yeah. One day I still meet inside Afan soup. You know Afan soup has little leaves inside.
You know,
So I didn't know.
you don't have a problem. We want problems. We really want problems.
I didn't know that my mom was at my back. So my mom just opened the kitchen and saw me there, and he now asked me, the meat I stole was a bone meat, so I could not swallow the meat. So she now asked me, what is it in your mouth? I said nothing.
Wait. We don't need. That's not a serious problem. That's not a life-threatening problem. Have you stopped stealing, by the way?
Yeah. I stopped it. Because I told my wife, I said, you have to be giving me meat, because in our family we used to eat meat a lot. But we don't play with meat like fish. Yeah.
All right. I'm glad you're a better man from that. Thank you very much for calling. Really. Oh, wow. No. We're going to have to go for a break and bring you Lost to the Headlines, top of the hour. And when we return, it is Confessions Thursday. Your little habits of childhood, I want to believe, haven't followed you into adulthood. That would be crazy. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back on the sunny side.
This is The Sunny Side. My name is Joyce.
Tune in to The Sunny Side with Joyce every weekday from 12 to 3 p.m.
Expect so much fun right here. 99.3 Nigeria Info.
The women, once they get married, they feel they've achieved everything they want in life.
For the first time in a long time, the youth are actually voicing and coming out to protest. It's a beautiful time. And so I think it is just a dress rehearsal for 2023.
Rule of law is supposed to apply whether you are old or young, rich or poor. If we see where rule of law is not being applied, we should call it out and say, this is wrong.
99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk. This is Lost to the Headlines.
Nigerians have expressed disappointment over a Milan court's acquittal of energy companies ENI and Royal Dutch Shell and series of past and present managers, including ENI's chief executive Claudio Desclasi, in what has been described as the oil industry's biggest corruption scandal. The long-running case revolved around the $1.3 billion purchase by ENI and Shell of the OPL 245 offshore oil field in Nigeria in 2011 from Malibu Oil and Gas, a company owned by former Nigerian oil minister Dan Etete. Corruption waka for oil sector to ever finish for this country. 118 stranded Nigerians in Libya have returned to Nigeria. The returnees, comprising 51 males, 41 females, 17 children and 9 infants, arrived yesterday at the Nnamdi Azikiwe International Airport. Despite efforts to bring back stranded Nigerians overseas, the UN Office on Drugs and Crimes says more Nigerians are likely to be victims of human trafficking as a result of the economic downturn, worsened by the impacts of COVID-19. According to reports by UNODC, Nigeria is the source transit and destination country for human trafficking. Grass is greener on the other side. Most times, that desert sand is under the carpet grass. Deposit Money Bank workers have asked that the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission focus its asset declaration drive on the managing directors of banks and other agencies of government. The bankers, under the aegis of National Union of Banks, Insurance and Financial Institutions employees, say they are not against any policy of the government, but questioned the focus on banks when same hasn't been done at the Nigerian Ports Authority, Nigerian National Petroleum Corporation, and other organizations, meaning to say, day your day, make we day our day. The Akwa Ibom State High Court sitting in Uyo has sentenced a 40-year-old man, Aniyekan Udom, to life imprisonment for raping an 8-year-old boy in Uyo, the state capital. The rapist, Aniyekan Udom, who is the boy's lesson teacher, was caught committing sodomy on the boy at the backyard of his parents' residence. No be only girls then they rape boys too. Meanwhile, prominent Yoruba leaders meeting in Ibadan have unveiled the Southwest Security Stakeholders Group to complement government law enforcement units in tackling the herdsmen menace and insecurity in the region. The group has been placed under the leadership of the Are Ono Kakanfo of Yoruba land, Gani Adams. Now say Christmas done the end for them bandits. And in some odd news, residents of Nenowe village in Zimbabwe have been left in shock after a woman was caught at her friend's house breastfeeding a giant snake. The Manica Post reported that Gogo Nenowe was spotted by a 12-year-old girl as she breastfed the snake while uttering names of fellow villagers who she wanted her pets to deal with. Following the allegations, the two elderly friends, Gogo Savie Nenowe and Gogo Ethel Sitole, have been arraigned in court on charges of witchcraft. Since they happen for this world, I'm Onyi Sunday, and those are stories lost to the headlines.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
.3 Nigeria Info, The Sunny Side, 4 minutes past 1 p.m. Confessions Thursday. If you stole meat, I don't care. Please don't call me again. Tell me about that, please. See the priest about it. I think... Are you Catholic? Oh, okay. I think the priest usually would forgive sins. Is that what they do? Or you confess to the priest and then he tells you to go and sin no more, that he'll mediate for you. Okay, you Hail Mary and then you say sign of the cross. All right, you see the priest for that. Let's do serious stuff now. Welcome. My name is Joyce. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190 on Confessions Thursday. Good afternoon. Do not say your name. Welcome. Do you have a confession? Sorry, I lost you. Your line has a problem. If you can, please call back the Sunny Side. Good afternoon to you. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Welcome. Do you have a confession?
I want to tell you something.
Do you have a confession? I want to keep it there. I don't want it to, derail. I want to keep it on where it should be. Do you have a confession, please?
No, I want to tell you, just patience.
No, I'm sorry. You're probably going to have to do that at a later time because we want to keep it on the show. Thank you. The Sunny Side. Good afternoon to you. Turn off your radio. I do apologize. Please call back. The Sunny Side. Hello. Welcome. This is Nigeria Info. Turn off your radio.
Hello.
Hello. Welcome. What's your name? I do apologize. No. Forgive me. No name. Yeah. Please go ahead.
Joyce, I don't know if you see this as weird or because the state I'm in now, I don't know. I don't understand. I got married and to a very beautiful woman and everything. But after some time, I just noticed there is this thing that when somebody is perfect, there is always one or two things that always look like comma or something like that. My wife is this kind of person that is, as in the way our own love language, yes, I don't understand it because she will always insist that anytime maybe I'm going to the restroom to
have a shower.
No, not shower. Now, if the shower is better now, as in if you want to defecate or something like that, I should like to be there. Or something like that. I don't understand that she wants to be there, and if she wants to do it, that I must be there. I don't understand. Is that normal?
Well, I don't know what normalcy is for you or for her. It appears abnormal to you. It's a fetish. She has a fetish. That's a fetish.
I didn't get your question.
I think I'm making a statement. I assume it's a fetish. She likes toilet smell, or maybe she likes to look you in the face. Well,
but I feel if you're doing that kind of a thing, it has to be private now. That's what I feel. But she will insist that, okay, I must be there when you're doing it so that I can see you. When I'm doing it, you must see me or something like that.
Yeah. When you asked her, what did she say? Did she explain it? Could she explain it?
Her explanation is that if I really love her, I should be able to see her when she's doing it, and she should be able to see when I'm doing it.
That's not love. That's a fetish. It's a fetish. She likes toilet smell, and maybe it's a way or one way for her to feel close to you. I don't know why the toilet is a venue of any sort, but you can talk to her, and if you don't like it, tell her it makes you feel uncomfortable. Yeah.
But the issue now is that, when you love somebody, you like to, one way or the other, satisfy them. So I now devise the means that, okay, just to avoid this thing, I will make sure I do it on maybe during the week at the office, but she will not intentionally cook beans on Friday so that I can do it on because she noticed that maybe I'm trying to avoid or something.
Okay, look, this sounds like you need to see a psychologist for this one. This is
me or her.
Well, her, but you also have to follow her so that when the psychologist is speaking, you are hearing the psychologist tell her something you should also hear because it would help your response or reactions to her. That's weird.
So that means it's not normal, right?
Look, I'm trying to avoid the word abnormal. In my world, it would be.
Really?
Well, so this is what I mean, that I don't think I want to be in the toilets if you were there because I wouldn't like the smell. And I don't think, I don't think you should be in the toilets as well, except maybe you really want to be there. I wouldn't necessarily care. But if she's so drawn, if she's hung on it, there's something a little off about that. But then again, maybe it's that we don't know that side of her. It might really just be something fancy for her. It might just be something... Yeah, it might not be a problem until you understand it. It's only a problem now because you don't understand it. I think it's ridiculous, but see a doctor.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much.
Oh, wow. Yes, people have fetishes, and that's like one of it. Hello, the sunny side. How are you? Sorry, I lost you. Welcome to Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. Hello.
Hello.
Welcome.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Confessions Thursday. Please go ahead.
I wanted to talk about the language, like the mentality that we black people also have on the white guy.
I do apologize. That's not necessarily the conversation. It's Confessions Thursday.
It's a confession. I don't have any confession to make right now.
So if you don't have a confession, then there would be no need for you to be here. At least not now.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. 0700-993-993-993 and 01465-7190 Nigeria Info. Hello. Turn off your radio.
Yeah, hello.
Welcome. Good afternoon. Confessions Thursday. We can hear you. Please go ahead.
Yeah. My confession, I don't really feel any kind of remorse about it. I just feel I should just let it out there.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, like I have like a friend, my best friend. He has a cousin, which is quite older than the both of us, though.
Yeah.
So we used to live together. We all used to live together in the same house. Then this cousin has like a stepsister. I don't know if you get it.
Mm-hmm.
So we all were living in the same house together, you understand? So, I don't know, the stepsister was actually making pass on me. She's actually quite matured, 23. Then, one teacher led to another. I had sex with the stepsister. Then, I don't know, the stepsister was actually catching feeling along the line, which I actually tried to stop. Then, along the line, I started having sex with the cousin, which is my friend, that like the elder sister, and I started having sex with that one too, because the tension was just high, though. I don't get. Then I think the younger sister found out, but she couldn't approach her elder sister to actually confront her, like, why is she having sex? So I knew she found out because she approached me like, why am I having sex with her and having sex with her sister? I'm like, it's just sex, like, it's nothing, it's not as if you're dating. So out of that, she just packed her bag, left the house, went back to, what was it called? I've forgotten the name of this village. She went back, and I and the sister, we are still on our rendezvous, but I kind of just feel bad. The only thing I feel bad about is that my friend has always warned me I should never go close to his elder sister. Like, I shouldn't. Like, the day I get close to
So
her,
then you did now, and she's left the house.
No, we're still together. We're still living together.
But you're an adult. She's an adult as well, isn't it?
Yeah, sure.
So you don't know whether your friend is going to kill you when he finds out. That's really what this conversation is about.
Yeah, he's going to skin me alive. Like, he's going to skin me alive, like, finding out that, because normal guys, whenever we have sex about girls, we actually joke around about it.
It's all right. Just say a prayer, Hail Mary, and wait in case your death is just.
No, death is not nice. Exactly that. You're just going to shout and no, nothing. So,
all right. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for calling. I do appreciate. The Sunny Side Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Sorry, I lost you. Hello. Welcome to the Sunny Side. How are you?
Hello.
Turn off your radio, lady, please. Do that. Have you done it?
No.
Turn off your radio. That would be good. Thank you.
Okay.
Have you done that?
My confession is that
you must turn off your radio, lady. You have to turn it off totally. Please.
My phone. I'm far from it now.
Yeah, maybe it's not enough, so it's either you turn it off or you pretty much go outside the premises, maybe like far away.
Okay, just hold on. Let me switch it off.
Ooh.
Hello?
Hello? Yeah, this is good. Thank you very much.
Okay.
Confessions Thursday, please go ahead.
Okay. My confession is that I hardly forget when somebody offends me.
Yeah.
So, and this has been going on for quite some time now. Once somebody, maybe the rate at which I like or love someone is still the same rate at which I will get displeased when somebody offends me.
Yeah.
And once that person, he or she, and whoever it is, does that person, I will just recoil into myself. I will not want to have anything to do with that person again. And it's not as if I hate that person.
Yeah.
Yes, I will forgive, but I wouldn't want to associate or have anything to do with that person again. I will just, even if it's my own sibling, brother or sister, the same mother, I will just coil into my own self. I will not want. We can be talking or greeting or I'm forgiving you, but that same mistake, I wouldn't want it to
happen again.
Yeah.
Okay.
To me.
Yeah.
And one again, I might be sounding somehow. I don't like anybody to make me cry. When somebody makes me cry and I speak with anger to that person in the process as I'm crying, definitely the person will not find it easy. So I don't know, and anger really makes me to get out of, I will start, and sometimes I will feel bad that I have said this or done this to that person out of anger, but that thing, I cannot reverse it.
Wait,
so
bring it back.
As in, there was a time I had a relationship with a guy.
Speak out. Real quick.
He did something very bad to me. I was battered in that relationship.
Yeah.
And since that day, I got angry. I cried, and I made a pronouncement on him. As I'm telling you today, he's still working on him.
Oh wow. Okay.
Though I'm married, I've forgiven him.
Yeah.
He tried to call me to beg for forgiveness. I said, I've forgiven you, but just go. I don't want you.
Yeah. Okay. So
I don't know. Maybe I am weird, or whether there are some people like me. I don't just know.
So when you say people like you, like people who have the kind of power that you have to make pronouncements on people or cast spells?
Yes. It's not as if I'm casting spells on the person, but
but once you're angry and you say something to them, it kind of hits them.
Yes.
Oh yeah, there are people like you. Oh, absolutely. There are people like you. But then it's maybe we might need to adjust the... How do you rate the anger? Is it like anytime? So I want to speak on the first part, which was that if you get angry at someone, then you cut them off. You don't want to have something to do with them. Do you you say not just friends, but also your brothers and your sisters? So then you keep malice with your brother.
Yes, it might take some time because we are brothers.
Yeah.
And I will not accept that person back. But it's not as if I begrudge the person.
So the fact that the fact that there's no grudge is a very good sign. So
I would just hold on to myself. I wouldn't want to associate with the person again.
So then I think for your siblings, the time it takes for you to come right back is really the time required for you to get over it. That's really what it is. So you're not angry. You no grudge, but you just need
they might be
time.
thinking I'm still angry with them.
Yeah.
But I'll tell them I'm no more angry.
Yeah. So you take a longer time to get over things.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
Yes.
Some people are like that. Their patience really, really thin. And once it
Yes,
snaps...
but sorry to cut you, but the fact is that once I cry over a thing, I have forgotten that thing. No.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, yeah.
Because I love to cry.
Yeah.
Not that I cry easily, but once anything makes me angry and I cry over that thing, I have forgotten that thing.
Okay.
But if I now make a pronouncement to that person,
Yeah.
that person will not find it easy.
Yeah. So bless your heart. I don't think there's anything wrong with you. Honestly, I don't think there's anything wrong with you. You're just really who you are. It would appear that that's pretty much how you are made. Your passion. You don't have a lot of room for. How tolerant are you on a scale of 1 to 10? How tolerant are you?
I am very tolerant too, very, very accommodating. But once someone offends me,
so is it like first offense or second offense? Just first one.
The first one I might say is a mistake.
Yeah.
I will accept it. But once it comes the second time, no, I cannot accept it.
Yeah, so some people are like that. I mean, I hate to think that there's a part of me in all of that.
Okay.
Yeah. So long as there's no grudge, you're not allowed
No,
to
no,
bear.
no,
You're not
no, no,
allowed
there's
to
no
be
grudge.
bitter. You're not allowed to be bitter.
But people that don't know, they will think I'm keeping malice with the person. I'll say I'm not keeping malice,
No.
but I just want this person around me.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, yeah, of course. Oh, absolutely. No, so long as there's no bitterness and there's no grudge.
No, there's no bitterness.
No, that's fine. You don't want to talk to somebody. You don't want to talk to somebody. You want to talk to somebody. You want to talk to somebody. You want somebody in your life. You want them. You don't want somebody. You don't want somebody. It's really that.
And for people around, they will be telling you that you keep malice. Why can't you accommodate? You know our normal Nigerian people, the way they talk.
I mean, I don't know.
I'm telling them this is my principle. This is what I want, and I'm standing on my ground.
Oh, well, unfortunately, people always have something to say, even about the dead. I don't even know why you would bother about that.
Yes.
What must not happen, what I think you should at least ensure is not the case, bitterness and anger. Because
No, I don't have bitterness and anger.
Because that could bring vengeance, or at least thoughts of vengeance. And that's evil, that's not good. So long as that's not the case, well, yeah. If it takes you 1 month, it takes you 1 month. Takes you 2 months, takes you 2 months. Takes you 1 year, takes you 1 year.
Okay.
Yeah, but then again, you say you're tolerant, so that's equally fair.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Well, I'm a first-time caller.
Thank you very much
I'm
for
trying
calling.
very long.
We're glad you got through today. Thank you very much for calling. Thank you. I needed to understand her tolerance level, because usually the problem is if they're not tolerant, then they have to accommodate humans. My mother would say, "Onye choka madu dikaya onoronwea." You know what that is? No, I like the way you look at me like you don't know. My mother would say that. My mother used to say that to me, that when I complain about people's actions, she'll say, "Well, I think you should be a little bit more patient with people." Then she'll say that, meaning if you want someone to be like you, then you'd have to be by yourself. Meaning that you cannot find anybody who is like you. So chances are that is either the option, or you then be by yourself. Now I'd rather be by myself. Yeah. The sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. Hello. Hello. Welcome to Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday, lady.
Hello, good afternoon, Joyce.
Hello, good afternoon. We're happy to have you. Don't say your name. Confessions Thursday. Hit the ground running, baby. Go.
Of course, it's Confession Thursday. I won't say my name.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm very sure with my voice you know me, because you are the person that I know so well.
Oh, I don't know
my
you.
Confession is that, I know you very well.
Okay.
My confession is what has been bothering me, and that has to do with what you're doing now.
Oh.
What you're doing now, Joyce, is very good, but I don't like the aspects of you making people to think that you're Ash. And Joyce, that I know very well, I want Nigerian Info to know that when Joyce is in love, this is the most humble...
You family people, I'll block you on this Nigeria Info.
No,
what is this?
You can't. This is not family person. Joyce, that I know, is a very humble person when it comes to love.
Don't worry.
Joyce can love to a fault.
Don't worry.
Joyce is here sounding as if
it's okay.
And people are thinking that he doesn't love men. Joyce, you love men. And when you are in love, you are really in love. And you can love more than any other person, more than me. You can love. That's my confession. Don't do that. I don't like it. Because you're a very humble human being. I can rate you 8.
Okay. Well, thank
That's
you very
my
much for
confession.
calling.
I don't want
Thank
you to do that again.
Okay, thank you very much for calling. So first, I don't think I know her. I can't tell by the voice. I probably know her, but I don't know her voice. So I think you really care what people think. I don't. I really, 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 really don't. Like, I'm even happy that you like the responsibility of thinking. That could take us somewhere close to Mars. I don't care. I don't care what you think. It's all right. Well, you're speaking about love. Well, maybe that's really the conditioning of love, that when you're in love, that love requires surrender. So it's not like I necessarily have a choice against love. So yes, when I love, I'm usually like that. But other than that, because I've also noticed that when you love, you get taken for granted. That's happened to me. And the problem with that opportunity is that the person who I fell in love with didn't know me. So what he did, he took advantage of the conditioning, which is very unfortunate because now he must know me. I insist that it's the only opportunity that he would ever have, knowing me, this one that you hear. Well, yeah, thank you very much for confessing. Off on a break. Wait, are we due for a break? Okay, I can have one more conversation before we go off on a break. The Sunny Side, welcome. My name is Joyce. Turn off your radio. These people.
I've already turned it down.
Oh, welcome. You have a confession?
Yes, ma'am. I have a conversation. Like, there was a lady called that complaining about how when you get angry with people, I'm the same like that lady, but I don't know. I don't know how to figure it out.
I mean, you can't figure it out. Don't say you don't know. You know.
You see, like, I have one of my blood brother, like, this guy is always attacking me. I'm not kind of person that likes.
Did you say attacking you? The man is always attacking you?
Yes. Like, in every step I check, the man, like, see how this guy is doing and all that, you know, the guy is always behind me. When he goes to people, like, he don't have anything to say but to talk about me, I know that.
He talks about you a lot.
A lot.
In a very condescending way or demeaning way.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I now come back to that guy. I don't want him to talk to me. Even my mother has been talking about that. Why are you like that?
Why are you like what? Avoiding somebody
like,
who's condescending to you?
Like when I turn to someone, like I don't want her to see him. I don't want him to talk to me and all that. So that thing disturbs me a lot.
Oh, wait. You tell the guy you don't want to speak to him again, but it's disturbing you?
It's disturbing me.
What's disturbing you? Not talking to him is disturbing you?
Yes, yeah. Not talking to him, like, why am I like to him? Like, I have already forgiven him. I don't have any problem with him. The fact is that I don't want to see him, like, talking to me or behind me or doing all those things.
Okay. Okay, so I need to go off on a break. I need to even think about what you have just told me and see what I can make of it, all right? Thank you very much for calling. Nigeria Info, we're off on a break. We'll be right back.
More conversation right after
The sunny side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday. Estery on Twitter says, Joyce before me hard girl on radio, but soft on the low. Gosh, I don't even want to talk about that. Fortunately, the only thing about the statement isn't wrong, but the phrase needs to be adjusted. That's the thing. The phrase isn't wrong because I am not without tenderness. That's not the truth. Yeah, I'm not without tenderness. But I don't even know whether hard is the word. I think I'm firm. I don't think hard is the word. I think it's there's a social narrative that suggests hard to mean something. No, I think that I am stern, and it's off of the psychological understanding of social patterns. That, for example, ignorance is loud. For example, the ignorant person is not necessarily the most humble person. Ignorance is very loud. So the truth shouldn't be humble before ignorance, or the truth shouldn't be quiet, for example. That's one. Two, people will take you for granted. You would try with all your God-given intent. Most people can't help themselves. If they think that there's something about you that they can take for granted, they will. In the name, you can even give them kind-heartedness in the name of God, and they will take it for granted. It's just what it is. So you realize that for that to not happen, somebody has got to know that they have something to lose if they mess with you, and it's really just what it is. So I'm not without tenderness, but I understand the psychology of humans. And so for something to be, then something must be. It's just that. Because if I came here and I was doing, you'll mess with me. And that's the truth. So it's understanding the psychology. And that's why I really don't think I need to adjust your thinking of me. Whatever you think of me is perfect. You think I'm arrogant, fine. You think... Someone actually said, Joyce, I think you're arrogant. I'm like, yeah. Then he said to me, it is arrogant that you said yeah. I'm like, what do you mean? What do you mean? He's like, why didn't you explain yourself? I'm like, so you have a psychological deficit then. You're used to... if it was a guy, you want a guy to explain himself. But because it's a woman, you are used to women trying to defend themselves, trying to help you understand them so that you don't misjudge them. You're used to women who want to be perceived right, tender, virtuous. You're used to women trying to help you so that they are not deemed bad. Now you met a woman who doesn't care. Then you say I'm arrogant, and I'd say fine, and then you say why. I'm like, get out of here. Confessions Thursday. Welcome to Nigeria Info. How are you?
Hello?
Welcome. It's Confessions Thursday. Can you hear me? How are you? The sunny side. Welcome. How are you? Can you hear me? Okay. Good afternoon. Welcome to Nigeria Info. How are you? Sorry, I lost you. The sunny side. Good afternoon, Nigeria Info. It's Confessions Thursday.
Hello. Good afternoon.
Do you have a confession?
Sure.
Okay, we'd like to hear it. Please go ahead.
The confession I have is about people dwelling in ignorance as regard to giving Caesar what belongs to Caesar. You are there not to start displaying love, but to give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and to God what belongs to God. You are not put there to start motivating statement, they call it. So, and love is not false, it's slow. That's why Jesus said, our body will be like the river.
That's not a
that will
confession.
never dry.
Yeah.
You know, it's the river that supply water to the sea, to the ocean. Yeah, do you know that?
Yeah.
So, I want people to hear or to know that you don't force love. Love is respect.
But that's not a confession, though. Okay.
Yeah, I want to be on your side, that you are perfect.
Just be on the truth. That's all you need to do. Just be on the truth. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. No need to be on my side. Just be on the truth. If I'm on the truth, then we're on the same side. Thank you very much. The sunny side, Confessions Thursday. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome, Confessions Thursday. Do you have a confession?
No, just got to recommend, I've been calling all this while. I just got to recommend, I just got to, appreciate your program yourself. I must confess, anytime I tune to Nigeria Info, especially if I get you on studio, I find many reasons to go, with Joy. Since your name is Joy, So this part is in keep it up.
Thank you. Thank you very much for loving Nigeria Info. We love you right back. Thank you very much for calling. 99.3 Nigeria Info, Confessions Thursday. We're happy to have you here. How are you?
Hello?
Hello, welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, my name is...
Oh, sorry, wait.
Yeah, I just figured.
I'm sorry. Oh, welcome. Confessions Thursday. We're happy to have you. Please go ahead.
Yeah, all right, thanks. Well, I'm a first-time caller, first of all.
We're happy to have you here. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah, the second, I think for me, I have a little challenge. Some people can say it's a challenge, some can say it's not.
Okay.
I guess because I think I have a problem saying no to people. Yes. I mean, several times, my wife even complains about it. Sometimes when I want to maybe give someone a dissenting view on something, I'd rather maybe speak to my wife to give me some boost before
when you want to give a differing opinion, you speak to your wife to nurse your courage.
Yeah, yes, exactly.
Really?
Especially when I know it wouldn't go down well with the person that will be receiving such information. So it's kind of a challenge.
So what do you think you prefer? Do you like to be seen or perceived to be nice, so you're quite agreeable? Is that what this is? You want to be agreeable so that they can say you're nice, something like that?
Yeah. Of course, that is that could be said to be the narcissistic part of it. Like maybe, okay, I like to be someone that is seen to be nice to everybody, Mr. Nice Guy kind of person. But at the same time, I think, especially when you actually need to be frank on issues, I find a way around it to be frank, but I'm still concerned about how it is perceived. You understand?
Yeah, you want me to think that you're a nice guy.
Exactly. Well,
no. I wasn't trying to be. I didn't want to underscore you there. I pictured a situation where you and I were having a conversation, and you would appear to be nice, so you would try to say all the right things.
Exactly.
Yeah. So now there is, I think you're a nice guy, and then there is you are a nice guy.
Yeah.
Like there is, I think that's a good guy, and then there is the actual truth of you are a good guy. Which one would you prefer?
You're a good guy.
As against, I think you're a good guy. Because, for example, social media that thing is going to destroy the future. Because what is happening on social media, for example, is people who are perceived as something. So until you get to really meet them, then you realize, well, this wasn't what I thought based on the information I got off of social media.
Exactly.
So which choice are you making? Because I think, first of all, you have to make that choice. Do you want to be the guy who tells the truth? Or do you want to be the guy who everybody likes? And so you would double speak. You would speak, you understand, you would double speak. You would not tell the truth, and you would polish a lie if it just makes you look good.
No, exactly. For example, in my office, I tell my subordinates, I tell them, for example, I need to do something, and this thing needs to be done. So sometimes, after I actually take a very strong stand on an issue, I try to get feelers from them, like, hope you guys were not offended. Hope you guys understand why I'm doing this, and all of that. But my question is, a lot of my contemporaries wouldn't do that. They don't really care how it is perceived.
Exactly.
Right? They all feel they're doing the right thing.
Yeah,
but I don't want anybody to have cast aspersions on my leadership skills, for example, or anything at all. So I'm really very conscious about how I'm perceived.
But so here, the problem here is perception. Perception is not the truth.
Yeah.
It's what somebody is perceiving. But then that could also be an illusion because it's perception. It's not concrete truth. It's not tangible or proven truth. It's not proven. It's just perception. So you have to determine what you want. Now, I understand that you say you care about how you're perceived. So maybe, for me, that's not the problem. The problem is, what are you doing to maintain that? So here's what's because you're willing to maintain that over risk something like be called a tough guy, you would allow a lie, something that's half the truth, to flourish if it makes you look good. So that doesn't even say you are a good guy. So first of all, your perception is a lie. Does it make sense?
Okay.
Yeah, the perception is a lie because a lie or a non-truth will fly if we can maintain your image.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that you're not even a good guy. So even the thing you're even trying to project is not even what it is. So I think that you haven't been able to separate firmness for arrogance, like courage for arrogance. You see, I can insist on something without being wicked, but you can think I'm wicked. So the only thing, okay,
but that's a skill. Like that's, I mean, that's a communication skill. Right?
Exactly. So the only thing that is going to say that I'm not wicked is my conscience, my motive for doing that thing. Because even this perception you're putting out, there's a motive behind it. And that's why a lie will thrive. Now, but you can meet somebody who doesn't want a lie to thrive. And if it would mean that he be perceived as a wrong person, or say an arrogant person, or a wicked man, meanwhile, it's like our parents. When I was growing up, I thought my parents were wicked because they were very strict. I didn't understand the motive. As I grew older, I understood the motive, and I wouldn't have it any other way. You see that? I wouldn't have it any other way. So I think you first have to understand that everything that you are trying to maintain as an illusion is not even sand. It's probably sawdust. Like if there was a good enough wind, all that thing would blow away. Like somebody would easily see through you. And that is personality you can never get back. That would take you another 30 years to build or something like that. It would take you a longer time to have somebody trust you. Meanwhile, you've been building falsehood coming. Then something happened and I realized this guy is a fake now. It's like Chinese jewelry. Yeah, it's like custom jewelry. It looks like gold, but it's not gold until something happens. So I think you should not be afraid to be thought the tough guy if your intentions are good. The purpose is look, everything has to be judged on the motive. If your motive is good and you need to tell me no to my face because you understand everything that is involved, you tell me no. My perception about you can be wrong, but what you did is the truth. And the reason it's a perception is that it can always change. That's the truth. Perceptions always change. So yesterday, some people didn't like me. Today, they like me. Today, some people don't like me. I don't care about that. Tomorrow, they're going to like me. If they never like me, I really still don't care about it. I'm willing to lose something so long as I'm doing the right thing. Yeah. And then when you hold on to an illusion, you are not holding on to anything. There's someone trying to catch air. An illusion is nothing. It's an illusion. It's make-believe. It's wind. It's smoke. There's nothing there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you really okay.
Me, I don't actually want it to be an illusion. You know, I want actually the thing to be done. For example, I want to actually pass that message.
Then say it.
I mean, it's always a factor.
Say it.
How is that person feeling about
Why you bothered? That's the problem. Why you bothered?
Exactly.
Why? What do you care? What do you care that I think that guy is just an arrogant guy, man? You see, so two things can be proven to be true. You are actually an arrogant guy, like you're an ignorantly arrogant guy, and I am right. Or, I think you're an ignorantly arrogant guy, but I'm wrong. That's it. So if I'm wrong, time's gonna prove it. I'm not gonna like you today. 1 month, I was working with a colleague who hated me for 10 years.
Wow.
10. Imagine coming to the office every day for 10 years. And the guy who hates you was even telling people that he hates you.
Wow.
Yeah, so what do you think I was going to do? Bow down? I don't care. What? I don't care. I don't care that you hate me. But you know why I don't care? Because I thought I was doing the right thing. With all of my conscience, I did what I knew was right.
Well, how are you? So the only thing that held you on for 10 years was that
do the right thing.
At least that you were doing the right
Do the right thing.
Regardless of what
do the right thing. I don't care what you think. I've said this thing. You people think I'm joking. I really don't care what you think. First of all, I think you're not even thinking. then maybe on a good day, I think you're not thinking clearly. I don't even give your thinking credit. I'm sorry, but yeah. So I don't care. But what I care about is that I'm doing the right thing before God and before men. But when I say before men, that if men would stand on the truth, they would see that what I was doing was good or it was right, then I don't care. If it took all my life, if he never ever came to the point where he thought that he changed his mind, I wouldn't care. I don't care. So because
I think upbringing. Sorry to interrupt.
Yeah.
I think upbringing is also part of this because
True.
in the African setting, our parents most of the time they give us that they expect us to be respectful, but in doing so, there is this semblance of timidity that they put in us. So
That's true.
you're not able to actually express yourself, because you feel okay. You don't want any what do you call it now? Any wrong aspersion or wrong notion about you to be. So your friends don't want to have a wrong report about you in school.
Yeah.
Anytime maybe your classmates talk about
Exactly. You
or
want
the
it to
teacher
be
talks
liked
about
by
you.
your parents.
Exactly.
Yeah, I had that phase
so-
too. Then I had the phase where we're always having arguments because they didn't understand me, but I knew what I was saying was good. So what worked for me was I'm very logical, so I can really argue with my dad. Like I'll stress him out. Like I'll give him facts, give him figures, give him argument. After a while, he'll just dismiss me because that one I know I've won. But I know he's not going to agree, but I know that one that one is under my belt. Then another day will come. Then something else will happen. Then I make sure I'm sure. Then I have my arguments right because my father is very intelligent. Then I go there and I prove my cause. Then he will look at me and tell me, just know that you're going to law school. I'll say, okay. But he won't tell me that I've won him, but in my mind, I know I've won this guy. Yeah. So I'm willing to lose something for the ultimate goal. I'm willing to lose something for what I believe in. So maybe you should do the same thing. Because if you gave me an impression that you were a nice guy, but the truth you're not. I mean, how do you even sleep at night knowing that you're a fake? One day it will come out now. Real.
The truth is, I think the person that knows me best, my wife.
Your wives don't rat their husband. Women are the cover the nakedness of their husband. It's not your wife that are disgraced.
No, my wife is a very, very strong feminist. She's also like you. She doesn't really care about what people think.
Yeah.
So anytime I want to be emboldened, you understand?
You go to her.
I tell her things. And she's like, Damola, please. Oh, da.
Yeah.
She gives me what to say and all that.
Yeah. So I mean, first of all, I think you have a great team. So meaning, I don't know, you say it's office. Otherwise, if you need to say something to your neighbor, you think you don't know how to tell them no, say, excuse me, I'm coming. You go inside, you call your wife, say, babe, go and tell that guy no. Then she'll go out and say, what? No! Yeah, probably that. But you also have to learn that you're strong or you're not. My mother taught me that thing when I was in primary school. She'll say to me, you have it or you don't. Don't play yourself. You're it or you're not it. You're strong or you're weak. Like, it's really that. There are really no in-betweens. You're it or you're not. Don't play yourself.
That's really good.
I learned that in primary school. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling.
Don't listen to what anybody says about you.
Me.
Yeah. Just focus.
Okay.
Like, there was a caller that called earlier and said something.
Callers always call and say things. That's really why the show is here, for callers to call and say something. Thank you very much for calling. Bless your heart. Find some courage to tell the truth and do what's right. We're off on a break. We'll be right back. It's 99.3 Nigeria Info, the sunny side. This is the sunny side. My name is Joyce. Right here on the show, you'll enjoy the unvanished truth from a people of a rising continent. On Mondays, radioactive. Tuesdays, open thought. Wednesdays, worthy of note. On Thursdays, the Lords of Logic. And on Fridays, oh, what a week. Wow. I invite you to the world on the sunny side. Right here on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Weekday from 12 to 3 p.m.
My name is Joyce.
is the great danger, and we are pitifully unaware of it. We know nothing of man, far too little. His psyche should be studied because we are the origin of all coming evil. We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature because the only real danger that exists is man himself. He is the great danger, and we are pitifully unaware of it. We know nothing of man, far too little. His psyche should be studied because we are the origin of all coming evil. We need more psychology. We need more understanding of human nature because the only real danger that exists is man himself. He is the great danger, and we are pitifully unaware of it. We know nothing of man, far too little. His psyche should be studied because we are the origin of all coming evil.
All right. That was Carl Jung speaking about needing psychology to understand man. And I think I wanted to share that with you, even as we go into Lords of Logic this next hour. We're not living while we're busy keeping up acts or appearances, seeming to be. So there is seeming to be, then there is you are. So there's looking like. For example, the humans of the future would look like humans, but they're not humans because they have been tampered with, genetically modified, bio-edited. They're going to look something like, but they're not human as we know humans today. And you hear Carl Jung say that man, so basically put, like, man must know himself, because what that means is you have no understanding. You cannot thoroughly comprehend how much evil you're capable of. Sometimes I see the thirst for wrong or evil, and I honestly am persuaded to believe that the kind of evil humans think they understand, they lack the actual capacity for it. They don't have what it would take to stomach hell, the one that they are messing with or touching or playing with. So you must not appear to be. In fact, that's not life. That's you wasting not just your chance at life, but that's you being nothing. That's you having air in your lungs but being nothing. You're an appearance of something, but you're not the thing. So rather than seeming to be nice. I mean, what does it even mean that you're nice? If you've lived long enough, you know that the world, you know, if you're too nice, somebody's going to take advantage of that, for example. Because it would appear that the language, for example, to describe quote unquote nice people, you hear something like soft. That one is easy, you know, because you see, as beautiful and as glorious and as heavenly as that disposition is, somebody is hoping that they can use that to their favor. So, well, I'm not saying don't be nice. I'm saying no. It's like, it's how, I don't know whether you would know it. Vaughn, can you help me? Be wise as the serpent, but gentle as the dove. Yeah, that's the phrase. Be wise as the serpent, gentle as the dove. So that there's a whole lot of knowing that needs to go into this. But even more importantly, appearing to be is that you are not it. So don't spend life appearing to be, but spend life knowing and finding out that you are. Off on a break for the headlines. We'll be right back.
The Sunny Side with Joyce.
99.3 Nigeria Info, working to bring you up to speed on today's events.
How do we get everybody on board? How do we convince people that COVID is real, that COVID is not a scam?
We have prominent Nigerians that have died from this COVID. And
the headline news on 99.3 Nigeria Info.
Security personnel deployed to Kwara after crisis erupts over hijab use. Troops rescue 10 people kidnapped from Kaduna Airport staff quarters. Lagos police seeks further arrests following K2 unrest. Gunmen kill 1, abduct 2 in Jigawa State, while Rivers Governor Nyesom Wike says he won't be holding his breath following federal government's approval of $1.5 billion to rehabilitate Port Harcourt refinery. Lagos records a 52% dip in bed occupancy at public and private COVID-19 care centers. Resident doctors at University College Hospital Ibadan on strike over unpaid 2-month salaries for 370 members. And finally, Tanzania begins 14-day mourning for President John Magufuli. Those were the headlines here on the sunny side with Joyce, although it's a cold afternoon. I'm Yvonne Ohaifo. You're listening to 99.3 Nigeria Info.
You are listening to the Lords of Logic on the sunny side with Joyce. Yeah!
Don't look good, be good. Don't look nice, be nice. Don't look right, be right. Don't look like a man of God, be. Don't look like a good wife, be. Don't look like a good husband, be. Be. And maybe it is similar to I am that I am. When you hear that phrase, I am not becoming, I am. So there's a whole lot of knowing and giving time for the unraveling of what we are. And it's because we don't know that things can get really terrible and get out of hand. We don't know. So I'm asking you to know. So that's one, That's one. The other thing is now time for Lords of Logic. Where are the Lords? Yeah, you're now in that time of the day where we analyze something like what is responsibility on the Lords of Logic. What is responsibility? What is responsibility? Think about it. So right now, I think I have 10 things in my head I want to say, and only 2 have something to do with Lords of Logic. But, I'll certainly share that with you. I think it's really worth sharing. 0700-993-993-993 and 01465-7190, Lords of Logic. What is responsibility? And the reason I'm asking that question is because it would appear that we don't understand responsibility. Therefore, we do not understand what the benefits of responsibility can be, or what it is. Or maybe I'm giving you a new idea. Maybe it's foreign to you that I'm saying that responsibility has benefits. So I'm hoping that you can piece those 2 lines together and juggle it in your mind, lacerate it with some reasoning, and let's see what's left of your thinking. When you think about, responsibility, benefit, really? Well, yeah, Lords of Logic then. Let's talk about it. On the sunny side, my name is Joyce. What's your name? Good afternoon. This is Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce. Can you hear me? I lost you. Welcome to Lords of Logic. How are you? Oh. What is responsibility? Hello. Why? I apologize. Please call back. Hello, can you hear me?
Okay, I can hear you clearly.
Welcome. Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. Tell us your name.
Do you need my name is Ahibe.
Welcome, Ahibe. Please go ahead. Tell us, what is your responsibility? Could you be quick so we can have many opinions?
The name responsibility is taken from the word react and then ability. So when you react, that is you are responding to the situation. So responsibility is involvement as regards to what we tend to have responsibility upon or to respond upon. So it is our responsibility to pick my call, and you have done that. It is our responsibility to be on duty at the appropriate time, and that you have done. It is our responsibility to bring forth children to this world, if the willingness is there, to give them the necessity till they can feed on their own at the appropriate time. Their responsibility is a respect to man. So as many that are responsible, they have responsibility. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. What a good way to start. The sunny side, responsibility and benefits. Hello, good afternoon to you. How are you? What's his responsibility? Tell us your name.
Good afternoon, Joyce.
Good afternoon. Welcome. We're happy to have you.
Now I've got it all.
Okay.
Okay. Responsibility. Being responsible, being accountable, being just say your decisions is kind of responsibility taking. Same choice because
What'd you say?
Your decisions. Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm listening. I'm listening
your
to make sense of it.
Your decisions is made. It was a conscious responsibility you took. You know, in this, when you are being trained, when you are like when you under your dad, your mom, they will tell you to do this, to do that. You should have chosen to do otherwise, and that you choose not to do it. You get, but you took the responsibility to disprove them, even when you have had agreements. You disprove some of his facts, some of his logic, and for him to take responsibility that you won, he will just be cunningly, answer that he got to go into law. So I think being responsible is conscious effort.
I don't. Okay, so does responsibility have a benefit?
Very sure. It has a benefit because you reap what you want.
You reap what you sow.
Yes.
Okay.
And it's like you were pointing out, I am who I am. Being is a conscious responsibility and a decision you've taken to be that who I am.
Did I say I was who I am, or I said I am that I am, or what are you?
I am that I am.
Oh, well, that was God. That's God.
Yeah, replicating it in human form is you want to become good. You don't want to just be bad person. It takes a whole lot.
Okay.
This guy will say something that he said. For people at the top, is a very there's an index that you want. So there's a whole lot of responsibility. For
Sorry, bring it back. For people at the top, what happened?
Like for you to be president or be at the top to maintain a particular thing is a conscious decision and responsibility for you.
No, but responsibility is not for the people at the top alone.
It's not. Yes.
I can choose, really?
I can choose not to be at the top. I can be.
You may never be at the top, actually. So what? Then no responsibility is on you.
No, see, okay, there is this puzzling mind. He said,
okay,
what broken. Let me the small boy to be a man.
No,
what does it mean? See, just like your parents died, you have to take responsibility to cater for your younger ones.
Okay.
It's a sign of responsibility. So
okay.
The conscious and decision is taken.
So at least we agree that it's a conscious decision a person has to take. Thank you very much. Lords of Logic, good afternoon to you. What is responsibility? And I'm thinking responsibility as something that has benefit or benefits. The sunny side. Good afternoon to you.
Joyce.
Hello, welcome. Good afternoon.
How are you?
Fine, thank you. Speak out for us. Tell us your name and you can go ahead real quick. What is responsibility and how would you describe the benefits?
This is Mr. Frank.
Okay.
Responsibility is like a duty. Are you getting me?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
Yes, like now, it's my own responsibility to call you, to check on you, to know how you are.
Uh-oh.
It's my responsibility to tell you, Joyce, I love you.
Uh-oh.
It's your own responsibility to tell me you love me too. That is the benefit. The benefit now is that after telling me that you love me too, that you'll be happy.
Oh, really? Oh, really?
You'll be happy if you tell me you love me too. Then my own responsibility is to be making you happy. Then think of how we are going to do this weekend now. You tell me where we will see and how we are going to do it.
Okay, so...
How will make you happy and how you make me happy. That's my own responsibility.
All right.
Are you getting me?
Well, would that be everything that you have for me?
Huh?
Is that
everything I have? No, it's when we meet, then I'll tell you everything I have for you.
This is going well. Okay. Thank you very much for calling them.
But did you tell me that you love me too?
I don't love you, and I'm not I don't love you.
Why can't you love me that I love you?
Why should I?
Why you should love me because I love you.
I can be kind to you, good to you, as is expected of me by human.
But now you have to tell Joyce, I love you. You have to tell me you love me.
I don't love you. I don't love you.
You don't love me.
No, I don't. Oh. Wow. Did he just hang up? Oh, wow. His heart broke. Oh, bless your heart. Hello, the sunny side. Welcome to Nigeria Info.
Good afternoon, Joy.
Good afternoon, Lords of Logic. What is responsibility? What is responsibility and what are the benefits?
Okay, first of all, my name is Emeka.
Welcome, and we're happy to have you.
Yes, actually, today is my birthday. Yeah.
Happy birthday to you. Look, I pray for you that you never lose the light and that there's light in your heart and that you're a better man tomorrow than you are today.
Amen.
All
Thank
right.
you so much. Yeah, responsibility. For me, responsibility means owning up.
Okay.
Yes, it means owning up. Like a married man, for instance, people tend to say, "Oh, married people are responsible people," because they tend to own up to their duties or their obligations.
Okay.
Of course, he's obliged to pay the house rent, see to his children's welfare, his wife's welfare, and all that. So they say, okay, this man is responsible, like he's owning up.
Okay.
And then when someone isn't doing all of that, you don't have any bills to pay and all those things, they say, this person is not responsible.
Okay.
So,
okay, go ahead.
yeah, the benefits. Well, people kind of, they see you, they tend to take you serious. Like, okay, this person is a serious person. For instance, let me use our society, for instance. They see you, once you are married, they say, okay, this person is responsible. So there's a tendency when an important meeting is like...
You're regarded because you're married and you're paying bills.
Yeah, and speaking in terms of the society right now. So they see you as, okay, this person is responsible. Yeah, let's involve this person in this meeting or something. And then when you're not married or something, or you don't pay your bills,
yeah.
So this person isn't responsible.
Okay, so let me give you another scenario. Let's assume, say, you are a woman in a married situation. The guy pays his bill, so he's responsible. Oh, he pays the bills, like whatever bill needs to be paid, he pays it, yeah? But he psychologically abuses you. As the woman in that situation, what's your responsibility? Why are you doing
Well, her responsibility is to act, to be proactive, not to be reactive. In that case, she has to definitely report the man to the authorities, save herself first. Understand? Before talking about...
So you're saying that it's her responsibility to save herself?
Yes, in that scenario.
Oh, of course. I mean, I just gave you a scenario. Yeah.
Yes. So it's her responsibility to save herself.
Oh, it's not the responsibility of the man to save her.
It's the responsibility of the man as well. But since he has lost it,
yeah.
So it's left to
for her to save herself.
Yes, to save herself.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much for calling.
Thank you.
Thank you. The Sunny Side. Welcome to Nigeria Info. What is responsibility? What is responsibility and what is the benefit?
Hi, Joyce.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you. What's your name?
Yeah, Adegoke from Lekki.
Welcome to the show.
Yeah, sorry, I'm sounding a bit low because
got a cold.
Someone I know just committed suicide. So.
Oh, who? Yeah. Why? Look, I'm sorry, but who's that? How close is the person?
A friend, actually, a female friend.
Oh, why?
Yeah, she's been nursing this for a long time, basically.
Depression?
Well, depression. And then the parents were not really helping matters. They didn't help her out.
Oh.
So basically, and that's part of responsibility that we're talking about.
Yeah.
You bear children, you are responsible to take care of their welfare, as in their mental, spiritual, physical health, everything that pertains to them, while they grow up.
Oh, look, I'm so sorry, man.
So irresponsibility has led to the death of one. Yet she has attempted suicide before, but then she was quickly rescued and she was in coma for some days, came out of it. She posted a lot of things on her page on Facebook and where like what kind of death, because she's a poet too, she writes, and she wrote a poem about death, about her taking her life.
Oh.
Yeah, she wrote it.
Oh, she had really visualized it. She had internalized it.
Yes, she actually planned it. The first one was not successful, but this one now.
Oh, look, man, I'm so sorry.
So we need to take it upon ourselves. Even if we are not responsible for our neighbor, we should try and look out for one another. Then we as people should, if we are depressed, speak to somebody.
Do you think that friend of yours had a responsibility to herself? Like, let me put it that way. And I don't necessarily mean to take you down that road. I understand it's a little hurting.
Yeah, I understand. What the problem is that everyone have their threshold where they can actually bear something. Like me, I had such suicidal thoughts many years ago.
Yeah.
And then I will walk by a beach side, I will hear a voice say to me, jump into the water. Into the water. Just whispers, and I'm like, I stopped going to the beach then. I had to seek for some help spiritually and psychologically, which actually helped me. So each time that thought came, then I rebuked it. I challenged it immediately.
Yeah.
And I avoided places that I knew that this thought was to trigger the triggers.
Okay.
So that really helped me a lot to do that. But everybody is different. We can't.
True.
We don't have the same threshold.
Okay.
So I guess she couldn't
manage it anymore.
Yeah.
Manage it anymore. Thank you very much for calling.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Oh, wow. The Sunny Side, 99.3 Nigeria Info. If you have just tuned in, it's Lords of Logic. And we're talking about responsibility. Responsibility. And I'm trying not to, box it. I'm allowing that. Well, I believe so. I believe that your imagination can create really beautiful pictures around this very idea. You can stretch it and see where it applies. I think for you, you might be looking at a specific angle, so I really don't want to put it in a box. Let's talk about responsibility and what the benefits to it. And I'm trying to say more, but I'm holding back because I don't want to put ideas in your head. I want to see whether you really, really thought about it. Say when you're given responsibility, when you're given a responsibility, or when you have come into the world and you realize that, well, something needs to be done, and then you have to be responsible for it, and what you understand responsibility to it, and if there are any benefits, like if there are any rewards. I was thinking about it yesterday. And so first of all, let me give you a personal idea. I think that responsibility honors a person. Yeah. But I also think that, particularly in this society where I found myself, a lot of people have assumed their responsibility, and instead of allowing that position honor them through the diligence of their work, they have used that situation to honor themselves, if you know what I mean. They've used it to honor themselves. They have instead preferred, and this is man and woman alike, they've used that to inflate themselves. They've used that to inflate themselves. I'm going to leave it there and see what you do with responsibility. On Lords of Logic, welcome to radio. This is the Sunny Side. My name is Joyce. How are you?
Hello, good afternoon.
Turn off your radio. Please turn off your radio. Please turn off your radio.
I've done that.
No, not quite. Hello? No. Turn off your radio totally. Yeah? I can still hear myself. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
My name is Larry.
No, please turn off. I do apologize. 0700 993 993 993 and 01465 7190. What is responsibility? Hello. Good afternoon to you. Yeah, because I think that sometimes some people assume that responsibility says that they are better than you. You haven't noticed it. Oh, well, I have. Hello? You have. Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Welcome to Nigeria Info's Lords of Logic. What is responsibility? Moral, ethical. Yeah, good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
You have Joyce. You have Sociable on the line.
You have Joyce on the line. Welcome, Joyce. Welcome, Sociable. Good afternoon.
Thank you. You see, the word responsibility, in a general term, people believe is that caring for your duty.
Caring for?
Your duty.
Your duty, okay, yeah. Okay.
Or your assignment.
Okay.
But it goes beyond that.
Okay.
It also involves being moderate in behavior.
Being moderate in behavior, okay. Could you speak out for us? I don't know why it appears your voice is low today.
Okay.
Yeah.
It means being moderate in behavior.
Okay, yeah, thank you.
Aside caring for your duties.
Mm-hmm.
Then someone that is moderate in behavior. For example, if you see a lady that is covering up very well, wearing not all these stylish and so on, wearing a good cloth that covers the necessary parts of the body, then that lady is moderate in behavior.
Okay.
Then it also
no. Is that pardon me, moderate in behavior or moderate in appearance? Because
In
that's not her
appearance.
behavior. Because in her behavior, she could be a wildling.
Yes,
She
not
could really
talking
be a
anyhow.
wildling. Okay.
Yes, in behavior, not talking anyhow.
Okay.
Yes. You know, there are people who just you come in contact with them, you see the way they talk, then you are pushed aside.
Okay.
Yes. So it also includes maturity.
Okay.
So for me, being responsible means being mature, being moderate in behavior, caring for your assignments.
Wait, pardon me. I think we can do something with that last sentence of yours. You say being mature. Now, sometimes when you say maturity, I'm thinking you mean physically, like what? I don't think that's what you mean. You mean mentally.
No.
You
Not-
mean biologically?
Yes, mentally, yes.
Oh, you mean mentally. But
Yes,
sometimes
not
you're
physical.
not mature like that. It is actually, I think, that the responsibility fashions you into being mature. I think. What do you think?
That's why I included it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Being responsible projects you as being mature.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So now the benefits.
Yeah.
It earns you respect. Then it gives you acceptability. People easily accept you. Then it brings reliability. More assignments are entrusted to you because you are become reliable.
Yeah.
Yes, and so many others that I can't mention now.
Okay.
I can't
So
remember.
I want to ask you, because I think you're the second person today who's saying that it brings you acceptability.
Okay.
And I think you mentioned another word. Can you please let me see what I remember that? Could you repeat your former word?
Reliability and respect.
Respect and acceptability. Now, in the absence of respect, do you stop being responsible?
No.
Oh.
No.
Say, for example, you are trying to raise a kid, and the kid is somewhat maybe not doing all the things you want him to do. Then do you then leave him to his devices? Do you turn your back on him?
No, you don't do that.
So if you had a divorce, okay.
You say?
I was gonna say, like, if you had a divorce, you don't like your girlfriend anymore. You had your wife, you don't like her anymore. You separate. Now you have things that you must do by way of now these kids are yours to care for, and then you say, well, I don't like the girl anymore. So her and the kids can maybe go to hell, and hopefully they stay there.
No, you don't do that.
Okay.
That makes you not responsible.
Yeah,
Remember,
I was trying to link it to the fact that you said respect, and acceptance, because sometimes those things are not there.
No.
Okay.
You see, the respect I'm talking about is not coming from the beneficiary of your being being responsible.
Yeah.
The community respects you because they are seeing what you are doing.
What if the community don't? You understand what I'm saying? Like, what if that wasn't there? Because then it would suggest that. So because I want respect, then let me be responsible. Like, so it's as though
even if the community don't respect you.
Yeah.
There is
I mean, they wouldn't disrespect you, but you know how it is. This respect, you want to be seen a certain way. What if that was not there?
Respect is in your own heart too.
Okay, so
Not
like the
just the one
responsibility
you do
honors
something.
you.
When you are carrying out your responsibility, you have respect inside your heart.
Oh, okay.
Within you.
Which is more important, the one in your heart or the one on the street?
Both are important.
Which is
Both
more?
are important
Would you rate any one higher than the other?
The one in your heart is more greater.
Oh, okay. We need to establish that.
Because somebody just reported that a lady lost her life. Probably she is feeling rejected. She feels that the respect is not there. People don't care. So both the respect you receive outside from the community and the one you have in your heart they are very important.
Okay, so I want to go off on a break. I want to say something because the way you say that respect from the outside, it seems as though people outside of you have to breathe validation into you, and I kind of disagree with that because many times some people don't necessarily validate your work, no matter how clear or good it is.
Provided you are doing the right thing,
then you shouldn't care about whether they approve it or not.
You shouldn't care about that.
Thank you very much for calling the Sunny Side. This is the sunny side. The sunny side. Hello, welcome to 99.3 Nigeria Info. My name is Joyce. It's 29 minutes past 2 p.m. Thanks to all our friends, by the way, who are on Facebook. I see you. Apparently, which I think is fortunate, your conversations, you're arguing my perspectives, and I think it's necessary. Whatever is on the inside of me should naturally come out. I don't think I need to do the added work of trying to adjust your perspective of me. I don't need to touch it. If I'm honest enough, if my words align, if my head, my heart, my conscience align, then in my words you should be able to trace who, what, or why I am. All right? Yeah. The truth speaks for itself. And maybe here on Nigeria Info, we're trying to make sense of what the truth can be, the sensibility that could bring us closer to understanding maybe the truth, responsibility. How people manage responsibility, that's been my observation. What they think responsibility is, that has also been my observation. And the fact that I think that some people do not know that one of the best things that can happen to a person in life is responsibility. I think so. I think we try to escape responsibility. I think so. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking too much, which usually is the case. But by human interaction and observation, I think one of the best things that can happen to people is responsibility. But I also care that we probably haven't thoroughly understood what it is. So if we can escape it, then we do. Because we don't know what it is. That's one. And yes, not every responsibility is yours. Honestly, not every responsibility is yours to handle, manage, or carry. But that maybe if we understood responsibility, we can understand the benefits, because as is the case of every truth, the end, or say, the end is pre-existent in the means. So let's understand responsibility. Then let's see whether we can extract some benefit to it. Thanks to the last caller, by the way, 0700 993 993 993, Lords of Logic, 01 465-7190 on the sunny side. My name is Joyce. Hello and welcome to radio. What's your name?
Hello, Joyce.
Good afternoon. Welcome.
Yeah, Joyce. My name is Mazuki.
Welcome. We're happy to have you here.
Responsibility is we in the world to spread life.
Tell lies.
Regret. Life. Because the life now is destroyed. It's not living. It's not worth living.
Oh,
so
why?
we need to make that best of life to the humanity because we have known everything. Because our name teaches us how to make the best. Our name is the greatest. But we never know how to use that name to get that benefit we want. That is peace. When we realize that all the name we bear, even our tongues, means peace of the Creator, that if we put it into places, minus and plus of life, we get exactly what we need. I can teach that 100% life. I've been doing it for so long, just locally, because I'm a local man.
Okay.
But I want to tell you that the best thing in the world, the best responsibility we need to know today, to know the meaning of ourselves, what we come to do, the meaning of our name, why we are here in the world. To know that the first name you bear is good being. You need to practice good so that peace will come. That's the benefit of that. But we are serving other names, and that name can never give us that peace. I'm 100% sure.
All right.
Okay? So name is important to be with. And know the meaning of name. Put, like you, sorry, 1 second. You means Onyemuwa. You're just lying. Because your name means that you have known the best thing to do, and you are doing it. You've done it.
Okay.
You're sure life.
Okay. Thank you very much. I mean, I had a number of questions.
Nobody talked to you. Okay.
Thank you very much for calling. We do appreciate it. I actually had a number of questions, but let's see. We need to speak to a lot of people. The phone lines are ringing. This is Nigeria Info. Welcome to Lords of Logic. What is responsibility? And then, have you thought about the benefits? Hello.
I'm back on the line.
Okay.
I want to let people know that responsibility is not only positive, also negative. And God played that a lot to them that deserve the negative, like the city and Sodom and Gomorrah, like the flood of Noah. So those are responsibility of God to respond to them.
So, we're talking about the human interpretation of responsibility.
The human aspect of it. We have the soldier. Their own is to protect life and to make peace. And if they respond negatively, what are they doing?
I want to individualize it. I want us to speak as me, you, people, not soldiers now. Let's not point fingers. Let's personalize it. Let's internalize it.
If me, the person I need to ignore, you need to ignore it. That's the response. The one I need to respect, because he deserves the respect, need to be given the respect. That's why Jesus Christ said, give Caesar what belongs to Caesar, and God what belongs to God.
Okay.
All are response. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Well, response. Okay, but it's responsibility. But yeah, thank you very much. The sunny side, we're happy to have you on Nigeria Info. It's Lords of Logic. We're trying to understand what we mean when we say responsibility and what the benefits could be.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Welcome. What's your name?
Yeah, good afternoon. Bola speaking.
Turn off your radio, Bola. We're happy to have you here. Please turn off your radio.
Okay, I'm off.
Okay. Go ahead real quick. Other friends are waiting.
Oh, yeah. Actually, responsibility, the way I observe what responsibility means is not responsible to your duty. I mean, carrying out your duty the way you are expected to. That is aftermath. I think what you mean here is responsibility on individual basis, you and me. And where responsibility starts from, it is bestowed on everyone.
Okay.
But it is not everyone
that's responsible.
That is going to really come out as a responsible someone.
Okay.
So for you to become a responsible someone, at first, you need to understand yourself.
Okay.
You need to understand yourself as a person.
Mm-hmm.
So once you understand yourself as a person, then you need to know what to do, the right thing to do.
Look, some people think responsibility is just paying bills. I mean, we cannot necessarily thoroughly
that is
disregard that.
If once you understand yourself, then you know the right thing to do at the right time.
Okay.
definitely, you have to pay bills, you have to do some other things.
Yeah.
You understand?
So let me ask you, because you haven't hit any nail yet. So let me see if I can lead you to a direction. Can a person take 100% responsibility of their lives, regardless of the factors that might have played out before they came? Say maybe your father didn't send you to an Ivy League school, for example. Maybe you lost your mom when you were 4, and so life is a certain way. Can you take 100% responsibility of your life? Psychological, emotional, spiritual, financial. Can you do that? Can a person do that?
Yes, that is why I said initially that responsibility is bestowed on everyone. But life itself activates that responsibility in you, either you being responsible or not. Negatively or positively.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for calling. Let's hear some more friends. Let's hear them define responsibility and let's see what they've done with it mentally. Hello. Welcome to the Sunny Side. My name is Joyce.
Hello, Joy. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We're happy to have you here.
Yeah, permit me a minute to comment on somebody that called in the morning before I come to your responsibility. I'm Rotimi, calling from Idemo.
Welcome, Rotimi.
You see, Joy is the guy that talked about psychoactive
psychotropic drugs.
Yeah, but you see, pardon him. A lot of people.
Oh no, I'm not mad.
No. Let me make this point. You see, a lot of people, because of their low level of understanding you, your high phonetics and stuff, so they get carried away. So just pardon him.
I'm not mad at him. Thank you. I'm not mad.
Coming to the topic of responsibility, I refer to my mom. She died about 50 years ago, and I was her only issue. She died when I was barely 15, and she taught me a whole lot about responsibility, making me to understand that the world doesn't owe you anything.
Okay.
So anybody, right from age 8, my mom there had been a male child that she had 7, and I was her only surviving child.
Yeah.
She insisted that whether you're a male or whatever to hell, you must be able to cook what you're going to eat and stuff like that. And that nobody owes you any dime in the world.
All right.
And that if you fail, you fail. So the idea of somebody committing suicide because my father was not there, it's all
okay.
not part of it.
To be fair on the lady who has lost her life.
No. I'm not. I wasn't
referring to her.
Responding to.
Okay.
For instance,
I want to find out what that did to you when your mother said that. When your mother told you, "Look, nobody owes you anything." So what did you do as you? What did you do?
What I did was sitting up.
Because that statement meant you had to take 100% accountability. Now you have to become 100% responsible
you see,
for your life.
The problem with responsibility has to do with parents. Overindulgence. Not letting your children to be on their feet and tying them to your back at all times, spoon feeding them, whatever they say they need, you give everything. So when they grow up, they will hardly ever be responsible. They will always look around for somebody who is going to spoon feed them, but nobody owes you any dime in the world, my sister.
Do you think that's what might have given birth to, say, this entitlement mentality? People not taking responsibility for their lives.
Look, Joyce. Look, my mom would tell me, look, there's cause and effect. If you oversleep today, you are going to meet your job that you left undone. If you don't wake up, you expect everything to be done for you, you are going to suffer at the end of the day. It wasn't until my mom died that I started realizing, whoa, this is what this woman meant 50 years ago.
Okay.
And today, Joyce, academic, I was nowhere when she died. I was just a toddler. I'm fulfilled. I'm certificated. All my children are okay.
Oh, that's great.
I've trained them also to be responsible. My boy came back from the youth service. And
that's great.
Before I woke up, he went out and said, where did you go? He said, I went to look for a job. I said, you didn't even. I said, no, I'm not. We must train these children to be responsible from age 1.
Yeah.
If like a man, you say you cannot cook. Hello, suppose your wife wakes up one day and say to her, "With you, go and eat sawdust." And a lot of men will start crying and go commit suicide for what?
Okay.
So you got to be responsible and pick your life. And let me read this three-line quote that is very.
Okay, you got to hurry up so we can give our other friends some more time.
Yeah, the quote says, "Sorrow looks back, worry looks around, faith looks up." You see, all those who live undone what they ought to do when they did not do them, they will always look around to blame something.
All right.
They always,
blame something, blame
so
someone.
Everybody should wake up to their responsibility. Don't give back to children you cannot cater for and be expecting your sister or brother to take their and then when your daddy cannot do, you go and commit suicide, jump into the sea. So it goes to hell straight. Good afternoon.
Right. Thank you very much for calling. Welcome to the sunny side. My name is Joyce. What is responsibility? And maybe I can drop a few ideas in your head. We have somebody there. Hello, good afternoon. Please turn off your radio. I'm sorry, I wasn't looking that way. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Nigeria Info, what's your name?
My name is Osas.
Okay, we're happy to have you. We're hoping that you've collected your idea. We're waiting to have it. Please tell us, what is responsibility?
Okay, first, this is my first time of calling, so it's been a while trying to reach you guys.
Thank you
okay,
very much.
Said,
we're happy to have you.
That being said, responsibility means, for me, it means to take charge. Okay, can I look at it from the Christian perspective?
Absolutely, please. You can go ahead. If that's your faith.
You know, the Bible said Jesus died for our sins and then he took our sicknesses. So by that, the implication is that no Christian ought to be sick. Now, when you take a stand, you also talked about the benefit of responsibility. Now, when you take a stand, you maintain your stand that Jesus died for you, he shed his blood for you. Therefore, I ought not to be sick. Now, when you put up a fight, you take a stand, you continue at that. Now, you get to a stage in which you live a healthy life all through. Okay, nation-wise, now, we look at Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians are people who will not take responsibility. They will, as a Nigerian, what is your benefit? So we ought to demand. So another synonym of responsibility is to demand. First, it means to take a stand, to demand, and to be in charge. Responsibility to me means be in charge.
Okay.
Once you are in charge, you are responsible.
Is that the exclusive reserve of the male or the female, or is it the right of every man, every woman, every child, every boy, every girl to take charge, to be accountable, to be accountable?
Every living being.
All right. Thank you very much for that.
To take charge, to be responsible, to be in charge, to demand.
Thank you very much for calling. Thank you.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm really enjoying this, and I want to have more people on the telephone share with us what they have to say. But given that tomorrow is Friday, I'm thinking, I wanted to share something. Let's go to the telephone lines. I don't know. There's a whole lot, and there's really time to contend with. Good afternoon to you. This is Nigeria Info. What is responsibility? We're looking for the benefit of it. Hello.
Okay. My name is Joyce Emmanuel.
Welcome. We're happy to have you here on Nigeria Info.
All right. My own definition of responsibility is the state of being culpable, accountable, or answerable.
Answerable.
Answerable. In this modern world, it's a very gargantuan burden, specifically on the women. Each step we take towards being responsible, and productive helps to raise our self-esteem and our relationship with friends, family, co-workers. Improve tenfold responsibility, pay big dividends. We have much less stress and chaos in our lives, and we gain respect from others. That is the benefit of it. So once you take responsibility...
Is it just for the male? There's no responsibility accrue for the woman, for the child?
No. Both, everybody,
both
the man, the woman, the child. Once you take responsibility as a human being, let me just put it, as a human being, you take responsibility. So you try to have less of chaos and less of stress in your life, and you gain the respect of others.
Okay.
That's your full definition and the benefit of it.
Okay. All right. Thank you very, very much for calling. I do appreciate it. Hello, turn off your radio. We're happy to have you here. Good afternoon. My name is Joyce. What's your name?
My name is Oluwafemi Joyce.
We're
Good
happy to have
afternoon.
you here. Good afternoon. Responsibility.
Yes, responsibility is taking charge, really, and there's no two ways about it. But Joyce, I really want to say that there's no such thing as an absolute responsibility. Like, responsibility cannot be 100%.
So are you supposing that I owe you something? So part of what your outcome is dependent on me?
No. I feel there's no such thing as an absolute responsibility.
Maybe you're looking at it in absolution. Maybe you should look at it that you have to the best of your human capacity and every chance that you have, do everything that you must do. So if we say everything, then maybe we're really aiming for 100%. We're not saying that you can win all your battles, but that you're willing to be accountable and responsible for everything that you choose to do.
Now, from that point, you're right. But
I didn't want to be the one to say it. I wanted you to say it.
No, come on. Saying it does not pull a hair for your head now, right? Yeah, but Joyce, for real though. Hello.
I'm with you. Go ahead. I'm listening to you. Go ahead, please.
Yes. This thing about entitlement, and responsibility, by side, I think it is a result of a system failure. Like
Hello? Have I lost you? I think I probably have.
Make an inference to. Sorry, let me make an inference to the Nigerian government. And
I beg you, in the name of all things true and that brings light, leave the.
I know.
No.
Okay.
Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about society, the men in society, the women in society, the children in society.
Joyce,
yeah.
I feel as though government owe me something. I feel as though government.
But
owe
now
me something.
so now that they have disappointed you. So what happens? Because I think that's what
Then
you
I'm
meant
gonna
when you
take-
said that there is no absolute 100%. Given that you cannot hold yourself 100% responsible.
So it is my responsibility to make them do what they have to do.
Absolutely. Yeah, you have a moral responsibility and an ethical one as well to do that. Yeah, but you also have, as far as your life's cause goes, as far as, what's your name again, Femi, you say? I lost you. So as far as your life as Femi goes, you have a responsibility. And I wanted us to internalize it because I think if we could, then we could see that if no man honors you, that in your responsibility, the end is right there in the means. Like your end is pre-existent in the means. And I was hoping to not necessarily be the one to say it. I wanted you to see it. Because, I have a whole lot of things to say, but I say them to me. You see, those are for me. So maybe the essence of conversation is to see what you're also thinking and whether, because this is also what has emerged. I don't know whether you have realized it. Some people find themselves in position and they become arrogant about the position. In fact, that's very, very common, and you know what I'm talking about. People find themselves in position, they become arrogant about it, then they use it as they please to gratify themselves or to pursue self-attainment of whatever degree, to whatever degree. It's more self-serving to them. And that position it's like being a father. And when I say office, it's like father, mother, husband. I mean, we've heard of situations where some people are married and the person who feels like they are better in the marriage feel like they're doing the other person a favor in the marriage. Like, I'm helping you. You're here, the destitute. I'm the one with the money. I'm helping you. Like, why is there a pitch in your voice? You're supposed to be silent and only speak when spoken to. And then I feel like that person in that moment forgets that you're in a place of responsibility, not to, and the thing about responsibility is somebody's going to hold you accountable. In fact, people who have little to no responsibility, it's like you have two kids at home. You have a 15-year-old kid, you have a 7-year-old kid. You go home, you go into the kitchen and your finest china is broken. Your finest china is broken. Huh? Your kids always have stories, by the way, for who broke the dish. I did. My mother has to forgive me. I destroyed her china. And then I realized that because I was older, I was held accountable for even something that the younger one did. I didn't quite get so many praises, but I was held accountable. So I was hoping that we could talk about it to see what that means to humans psychologically, that there is responsibility and following that is accountability. And let's see how that influences our roles as human beings breathing air. But I'm off on a break and I'll be right back.
Listening to your number one station for talk. 99.3 Nigeria Info. We are more than just radio. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Nigeria Info FM. Check us out on Facebook at Nigeria Info 99.3. Follow us on Twitter at Nigeria Info FM and on Instagram at Nigeria Info FM Lagos for live updates as it happens. 99.3 Nigeria Info. Let's talk.